Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Lockie. It's Coastwatch Football, and it's one of the most exciting games of the A-League this season. I'm calling it right now. Sydney FC taking on Western United, two of the top teams in the competition at the moment. Can't wait for this one. Cannot wait for this one, because it's going to be really fascinating to see how Sydney FC's stacked attack is going to go. Lining up against the best defense in the league, Western United, and you can see the lineups on the screen right now. So let's dive into it and break it down, because there's some really fascinating things to point out. For Sydney FC, first of all, Hewitt Bell starts. Big news. Thomas Hewitt Bell starts over Andrew Redmayne. That was the big question coming into this weekend. Andrew Redmayne was on the bench last week, but just recently, I think he arrived in Australia like a day or two beforehand. But this game was the one where Steve Corica had to make up his mind. Who starts? Andrew Redmayne, Thomas Hewitt Bell. Hewitt Bell is starting. I think it's the right decision. Hewitt Bell has looked very good in the 3 games he's played against Sydney FC, against the Central Coast Mariners, and last week against Adelaide, which, of course, where he made that fantastic penalty save. Across the defence, Ryan Grant is back in the starting lineup, as is James Donachie, Alex Wilkinson, and Connor O'Toole. So that is a full-strength back line at the moment for Sydney FC. Paulo Retre starts in holding midfield, and of course there could be a tweak here, but they've named 5 attacking players in this lineup. So no Anthony Caceres, no Amini. I saw Jezza Boy in the chat earlier bring that up. No Amini, no Caceres, still no Patrick Yazbek as well. So expect maybe Milos Ninkovic to be the player that plays the deepest. Maybe Weather Burgess comes in there as well, or potentially a shift of formation, maybe to a 4-3-3 kind of setup. But that's how I would expect it to be to play out. Milos Ninkovic alongside Retre, Cam Soba probably on the left, Max Burgess on the right, Bahagia through the middle alongside, and this is the other big news, Adam Lafondra is back into the starting lineup for Sydney FC, which is a massive plus, a huge plus, because he on his day can be one of the best strikers in the league. So this is on the back of Adam Lafondra. That's really going to be the interesting thing, how he goes coming up against this Western United defense. I see you guys on the live chat. Julian's in here. Stephen, Matt James, how's it going? Says go Sydney. Stephen's in here, says go Western United. Looks like we've already got the mixed allegiances in here. It's good stuff. And then for Western United, let's talk about their lineup, man. You can see right here. Jamie Young, Josh Risdon, Tomoki Imai, Leo Lacroix, and Bennett Gariccio. Such a solid backline, man. Of course, Topper Stanley has been in there and has dropped out to the bench for this game. But look, whether it is Tomoki Imai or Topper Stanley in there, it's a solid defense. So in front of that back for Kilkenny, Lustica, of course, both have been so consistent this season. As has the front 3 playing behind the striker, Diamanti, Lockie Wales, and Connor Payne, both wingers, Wales and Payne, have looked good as well this season under Aloisi. Previc starting up top once again for Western United. Previc grabbing the only goal in Western's win last weekend against the Wanderers. So look, solid defense of Western United up against the lethal attack, which contains the likes of Ninkovic, Camp Sober, Lafondra for Sydney FC. That's why I'm so keen for this game, man. I expect Sydney FC to have a lot of the ball and create a lot of attacking chances in this game. What do we say in the live chat? Costa's in here. Did you see? I did see Adelaide. I did watch Adelaide, man. Of course, Wellington Phoenix won. Adelaide won earlier this afternoon. A really entertaining game. Wellington Phoenix for me were the better side. Adelaide, especially in that first half, Adelaide getting their way back a little bit in that second half, with Wellington sort of holding onto the lead that they had. But credit to Adelaide, who showed heart and showed spirit to come back, and Bernardo Oliveira. Fantastic for the youngster, the 17-year-old, to get his first goal in the A-League as well. And of course, Costa was watching it on Twitch before. Yeah, for those that don't know, we stream some video game stuff on Twitch. We were playing some FIFA earlier, so head over to Coastwatch Football on Twitch if you want to see me play some video games as well. Dingo's in here. How's it going? How old are you? 25, I think he said, Dingo. Dingo, you've got me covered, man. You've got me covered. Let's go, Jezza Boy. What's going on? Matt says Lafondra's going to boss it. Costa says Adelaide scoring a last... Dude, Adelaide, they love it, man. Adelaide are the kings of the comebacks, man. Adelaide are the kings of comebacks. But look, Wellington... Look, I think a draw in the end is probably a fair result. Adelaide did manage to work their way back into the game. Probably had a better second half. Definitely a better second half compared to the first half. Adelaide, I'm talking about here. Wellington Phoenix, though, had some fantastic chances, especially late on the counter-attack. Specifically one where Alex Rufer just broke away and had Oscar Van Hadden off to his right. It was 2-1, and I was just like, Alex Rufer, just pass the ball, and he didn't, and he went left and tried to take him around. That was one of many chances that Wellington had to kill off the game, which I think they should have. But Adelaide United, they pull it out again. That's right. Dingo says Lecky with fire emoji and muscle emoji. Dude, Matt Lecky is turning it on big time after a very lackluster start to the season, A-League season. 2 fantastic headers, both brilliant headers last night from Matt Lecky as Melbourne City won 3-1 against Western Sydney Wanderers. Real concerns for Wanderers now, man. I've been seeing a lot of the talk on Twitter, on social media from Wanderers fans. They're really concerned, man. Wanderers fans are really concerned because there's just Ruden's come in, 3 games in charge now, 1 win, 2 losses. But look, they were simply outclassed by Melbourne City, and City have done that a few times this season, and Melbourne City are building something really nice. Currently sitting top of the table as well. Costa says Gauchi was great. Yeah, dude, Gauchi, fantastic. I think he's a class keeper. Few very good goalkeepers there at Adelaide United as well. Score predictions. Yes, I can see you guys dropping some predictions into the live chat. Feel free to do that right now. Everyone, drop your predictions. Jezza Boy saying Sydney 1, Western 1. I like it, and I'll tell you why I like it, because that's my prediction that I called in the prediction video we did on Thursday. If you haven't checked out the prediction video for the round 14 A-League fixtures, you can check that out. And I said 1-1. I said 1-1 for this game. Western United always find a way to grab a goal, and we'll look to hold out, but Sydney FC will push late. And look, there's a chance. If Lafondra's up for this game, he could grab a double here and win it for his side. Yeah, man. Steven's going for a big one. Oh my goodness. Steven's going for Western 5, Sydney 3. Goodness me, if that's the score tonight, I'd be surprised if there's any more than 3 goals tonight across both teams. Julian asks, do you like Sydney FC as a club, and how would they be a team you would cheer for ever? What a fascinating question, Julian. Do I like Sydney FC as a club? Look, I respect Sydney FC and their achievements, but I have actually was Julian? Was it you or someone else? I think someone else in the comment section. It might have been you, Julian, actually. In a comment on a video, I think it was yesterday or the day before, said if I like Sydney FC, and I simply said I have no love for Sydney FC, and I have no love for any other club. As you can tell you can see the Mariners shirt over there. You can see a bit of a Mariners scarf in the background behind me here. I am a full-blooded Central Coast Mariners fan, so I absolutely have no love for Sydney FC or any other club in the A-League. But again, as I said, just respect their quality, man. 1-0 Western United win, says Julian. Look, it's a very safe prediction. Western United, every win so far this season for Western United has been a 1-0 win. They've done it many times. But of course, when we think back to some of the interesting games that they have had, 2-2 a couple of weeks ago against MacArthur. That was an interesting game where they were up 2 goals. And MacArthur came back. They actually slipped in 2 goals at the end, and Western United against them. And then they also lost to Phoenix a few weeks ago. That was the previous match before that one. They lost to Phoenix 2-1. So, which was a bit of an upset result as well. Yeah, man. Jezza Boy says, remember my 1-1 prediction tonight because I got last night's game right. Yeah, dude, you and me both, Jezza Boy. You and me both. We called 3-1 to City, and they got it, didn't they? They got it. Dimitri Petratus with a late penalty for the Wanderers, rescuing a consolation goal for them. Hey, Chuck's in here, says, OMG, Bahaji is still not dropped. You're right. Still Trent Bahaji is in there. But look, there are some key outs for Sydney FC in this game still. As we're looking now, of course, this game, if you're in New South Wales and Western Australia and Queensland, this game is is available to watch on free to wear. If you're in the states of Victoria and South Australia, and maybe Tassie, but I definitely know Victoria and Western Victoria and South Australia are watching Melbourne Victory Jets. So we'll be keeping an eye on the scoreline in that game as well. So yeah, who wants to be the score guy? Usually there's someone in the chat dropping us score updates for the other game, and I always appreciate it because I'm obviously paying all attention to this game. So if someone wants to be the score updater here in the live chat for the Melbourne Victory Jets game, I appreciate it. It is absolutely bucketing by the looks of things down there in Cogra. I'm of course viewing this game from the comfort of my place here on the central coast of New South Wales. Where are you guys tuning in from? Got some, occasionally might have some overseas viewers as well. All right, what else are we saying here? Chuck says 1-0 loss for Sydney FC. Diamante to score a tap in. Dude, Diamante doesn't score goals. That's the only thing he doesn't do. He'll get involved in the build-up play, but he hasn't. I can't remember the last time he scored a goal. He hasn't scored this season. Matt says, want to see Sydney 3, Western 1. Look, that would be a big statement from Sydney FC. A big statement from Sydney FC. If they can take on the best defense in the league and score 3 goals past them, get a big 3 points, that would consolidate them as a real leader in the ladder this season for the remainder of the season. Yeah, man. Sod Platinum in the chat says, Christ, it's pouring at the match. Dude, yeah, I was just saying that. Watching here on TV, and on the Central Coast here, it's not raining at all. Only about an hour or so north of Sydney. But yeah, looking at Cogra here, dude, bucketing down as the teams come out of the tunnel. Both teams in their home strips. Ooh, Chuck says super sub Bobo to do it again. Potentially. I'd love to see a duel between Lee Lacroix and Bobo, 2 beasts, 2 absolute beasts. Costa's tuning in from South Australia. Very nice, Costa. Stephen says, I'm watching your YouTube channel, Coast Watch Footy from Queensland. Very nice. Jezza Boy's tuning in from Sydney. Very good. Very good. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I've been really looking forward to this game all week. And, of course, it's been a fantastic week of A-League football. We've had games almost every day. We have had a game every day since Tuesday. Back when Melbourne City beat the Jets. We had Wellington taking on Melbourne Victory Wednesday night. I was at the Mariners game Thursday night, that epic 3-3 draw. Look, it was epic from a neutral point of view. For me, I was gutted that Mariners didn't get the win in the end. 2 incredible goals scored by Tommy Orr and Craig Noon for the Bulls. And then, of course, last night's fixture, Melbourne City defeating Wanderers. So we've had 3 fantastic games happening today, of course. One of them already happening. Adelaide 1, Wellington 1, which was played at this ground just a couple of hours ago. And now we're seeing Sydney take on West United, the game of the round for me. And hopefully it lives up to those expectations. And also Melbourne Victory, Newcastle Jets. And the Victory Jets game, look, no disrespect to the Jets, but I think that should be an easy win for Victory, you'd imagine. Even though they did lose last week, a few days ago rather, against Wellington Phoenix. And then, of course, 2 games tomorrow on Sunday to round out the weekend. We're heading down to Central Coast Mariners up against Perth Glory. We're doing fan interviews of that game. So if you're watching right now, and you're heading down to Central Coast Stadium, come have a chat. Come have a chat after the game. We're going to be at the park just outside the stadium doing fan interviews. So and as well, keep an eye on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not, because the fan interviews video will be coming out just after that match as well, or the day after rather. And of course, Brisbane taking on Macarthur. That's the final game for the weekend. So much going on, but we're keeping up with it, man. We're doing our best. Chuck says honestly could be 0-0 with the weather. Could be if both teams stay, try to be conservative. But at the same time, they could create some defensive mistakes in the rain for defenses. Even a solid defense in West United. As we prepare for kickoff in this game, here we go. We've got the live clock that's going to be ticking away. We're watching live on free-to-air here on Channel 10. So there might be a slight delay, of course, as there always is with the live streams. But I'll do my best to keep you guys up to date to all of the action as Western United get things kicked off. Here we go. We're underway. Okay. Ooh. Jezza Boy says that there's a small chance I can go to the Central Coast Mariners game tomorrow for fun. Nice, dude. Have you been to Central Coast Stadium before? It's beautiful. Julian says I live 30 minutes from Central Coast Stadium. Dude, come down, Julian. Ooh, West United almost in early. Ryan Grant, the Socceroo, back into the starting lineup after starting off the bench last week away to Adelaide. Shadow's in here. How's it going, Shadow? Chuck says, I like that Heward Bell was selected over Redmayne. Yeah, me too. I agree. I'm the same. I think it was the right decision. Like, yes, Redmayne's a Socceroo, and he's got such experience in the A-League. But, man, you have to pick the man that's in form, and that's Heward Bell. He's just been playing too well, and it'd be a real shame if he was benched. But, yeah, I think Corica's made the right decision. Matt says, I'll try and come up to the coast for the game. Dude, so good to hear you guys. a few of you guys in the live chat are keen to get up to the game, man. Jezza Boy says, Jubilee's 1 hour away from me, and Central Coast Stadium is like 1 hour 20. Bit of a trek then. Shadow says, I'm watching the Jets game, so I'm listening to this, so I know what happens in the game. I like the multitasking, man. And that's a nice way to do it. That's a nice way to do it. So you're watching the victory Jets game, which I'm sure will be an entertaining game as well. And then keeping up to date with this one. Cam Sober with a cross. Ooh. Lafondra. It was Alfie in the middle. Is Alfie going to find the back of the net for the first time in a few months in this game, potentially? Let's keep an eye on this lineup too, because it looks like it is Max Burgess maybe playing a little bit deeper compared to Milos Ninkovic. Ninkovic on that left-hand side, as he usually is. Cam Sober out on the right. So already a bit of a tweak to the predicted lineup. So we'll make that change now. For Western United, very easy to predict that lineup. They haven't really made too many changes at all through their campaign this season so far. Cross in for Western. Ryan Grant's there to deal with it. Who's going to control this game as well? I mean, Western United, they could look to just hold out possession, try and boss the game, not let Sydney FC on the ball. It's a possibility. It's going to be a free kick for Western, actually. In a dangerous position. Dangerous position here, just approaching the 3-minute mark. Got the right foot of Neil Kilkenny over it. The left foot of Diamanti there as well. Here's the free kick. Oh, they're going to take it. It's Diamanti to whip it in. Headed clear by Grant. Diamanti for the strike. Oh, well, we talked about it just a few minutes before kickoff. That Diamanti does not score goals, but he had a pop there. And I think that was on target. Heward Bell, easy save in the end, though. Alessandro Diamanti. We'd love to see him score more goals, man. We'd love to see him score more goals. It's surprising that he doesn't. It is. I do find it surprising that he doesn't score more goals. You know, he's such a classy player. But West United in general don't score many goals, so yeah, it's just not a part of their game. The players know their jobs in this West United side. John Aloisi has them really well marshalled, that's for sure. And credit to him, because, you know, there's a lot of critics of John Aloisi heading into this season, returning to the A-League coaching scene. And he's done a really good job so far to take this crop of players. And look, he hasn't made too many major changes. I mean, he's brought in Prijovic, he's brought in Lacroix, Kilkenny's there as well. But aside from that, everyone was there. Was there the previous season as well? Mostly. So he's done a good job to come in there. He's tweaked the setup. This 4-2-3-1 formation that they play. And everyone, you get the sense watching them that everyone knows their role very well. Very, very well. And that's why they have been so solid in so many games this season. Sydney FC are the team controlling possession currently so far this game, though. As we now have our updated Sydney FC lineup just to confirm. So yeah, Max Burgess, more of an attacking player generally, from what we usually see. He is starting in that deeper position where Sydney FC are currently lacking the numbers. So no Amini, no Caceres, no Yazbek. Costa said, "What happened to Allianz Stadium? Why did Sydney move stadium? Because it's getting redone. Because it's getting renovated. They basically almost demolished the whole thing and sort of built it up from scratch again, and it's looking beautiful. We've seen the graphics for it. We've seen it's like almost done too. Like they're in the final stages, I'm pretty sure. And the new Sydney FC stadium should be ready come the start of next season. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Shuck says, if Sydney don't win, I hope a new team to win to get a fan base going for their club. Chuck says Alfie starting is positive. Julian asks, have you ever interviewed a Mariners player? Yeah. Yeah, you can check it out on the YouTube channel. On down in there's a playlist called Player Interviews. Chatted to Noah Smith, Mariners left back and Mariners midfielder Max Ballard. See, I've done a few. What happened to ANZ Stadium? It's still there. Julian says the name changed to Stadium Australia. I think it's now Accor Stadium. I think it's always like Stadium Australia. Like, you know how like every stadium sort of has its like general name, and then there's like the brand name. Like for example, I think with Amy Park, it's like the actual name is like Melbourne Rectangular Stadium, I think, but everyone obviously calls it Amy Park, and that is what it's called. But yeah, Accor Stadium Australia, it's still there. And I think they were going to do renovations for that, but then they cancelled it or something. I think they cancelled it, yeah. But of course, the Socceroos are playing there. That massive qualifier next month against Japan, which is going to be epic, man. Can't wait for that. All right. Ooh, Western United win that throw-in. Chuck says, exciting. I'm excited to see Luciano Narsing play as a Sky Blue soon. Dude, a massive signing. Did a short little video on it yesterday when it was announced. Great signing, man. Great signing. And it's just another weapon for Sydney FC in their attack. Here's a chance for Western. Shot came in from, was that Risden? It was indeed. Oh, and a bouncing around here outside the Sydney FC box. They will deal with it. Look, despite Western being not necessarily that attack, not that prolific an attack, they do have quality in the final third. Julian says Sydney Football Stadium is different to ANZ Stadium. It's being built near the SCG, while ANZ Stadium is at Lidcombe. Yeah, I think it's in Olympic Park, ANZ Stadium. Yeah. And yeah, the new Sydney Football Stadium is on the exact same site that the old one was, and it's like relatively the same. It's just like an updated version of it, and it's meant to be super modern. I can't remember exactly, but there's going to be like crazy screens and stuff around the ground. It's going to be awesome. Like next season, for both Sydney clubs, to have two really like world class stadiums. Sydney Football Stadium, the new Sydney Football Stadium for the Sky Blues, hopefully should bring big crowds back as well, and now CommBank Stadium for the Wanderers, which I think is a fantastic stadium as well. Xander's in here. I'm doing well, mate. Enjoying this game so far. It's not much happening too far, to be honest, as of yet. But Sydney FC controlling things, but haven't really created any chances as of yet. Haven't created any chances. It is so good, dude. It's awesome for both Sydney clubs. Hey, here's Bahaji down the right-hand side. He's going to square it off for Camp Sober in the box. Oh, blocked by EMI. Sydney FC's first shot on target, I'm pretty sure. Elvis Camp Sober finding a pocket of space in the box. And it was Bahagia. Look, I know some of us are critical of Bahagia, and I have been in the past, but you can't deny his pace, dude. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Here's Bahagia again down the right, gets the cross. Can't get the cross in. Blocked by the tower of a man that is Lee Lacroix. Corner for Sydney FC. Just after the 10-minute mark. Is this game on free to air or not? It is indeed, yes. For New South Wales, Western Australia, and Queensland viewers, it is. The free to air game in Victoria and South Australia is the Victory Jets game. So yes, it is on free to air. It is good how they've done that now. They're like split, depending on what state you're in, so you can watch your team. Corner for Sydney FC. Here we go. Bouncing around. Ninkovic. Here's a chance. Oh, Bahagia. Tried to square it up, but Jamie Young was right in front of him to catch it. Right in front of him to catch it. Chuck says the live stream is closer to date than my Paramount. Oh, you're saying that the Watchalong is further ahead than your Paramount Plus stream? I do know from my experience the Paramount Plus streams are slightly delayed, yeah. Quite delayed. Not by heaps, but definitely compared to free to wear, obviously. Because of internet connections, obviously, and stuff. Here we go. Palo Red Trade looking to send in Grant. Sydney FC, just probing, just sussing it out. West United, you can see how many green and black shirts they have back though, man. Such a solid defense. Mariners for life in here says, we win it tomorrow? I think so, man. I think so, and look, Mariners simply have to win tomorrow because we've got a really tough run of away games after this. Really tough run. So, and considering we haven't had a win in our last 3 league fixtures, we have to win tomorrow. Mariners have to win tomorrow. Long ball in towards Lafondra. Can't really flick it onto a teammate. Well, Sydney just starting to get a little bit more adventurous in these last couple of minutes, which is good to see. It looks like the rain held off, I think, in Sydney now. It looks like it's halted, but it can be tricky to tell on across the screen. Bahagia, why is he starting? Well, that's just the pace, man. It's the pace factor, isn't it? It's the pace factor. He's gotten down the right-hand side twice now in this game. Oh, a giveaway in midfield. Here's near Kilkenny for Western. Connor Payne, Pre-kickoff for the middle. Wales win space. It's Diamante. Now Wales. Lockie Wales. He's pulled it wide. What is he doing? Pre-kickoff bicycle. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, a big chance for Western United. What a chance, man. Diamante and Wales in acres of space on the right-hand side. They got dragged wide. Credit to the Sydney FC defence who got in the way to push the chance away for Western. Pre-kickoff ended up pulling out a bicycle kick or a scissor kick or whatever it was. A spectacular effort, but it didn't work out. Sydney FC coming the other way. A couple times now, Lafondra's just given the ball away in attack. Oh, dude. Risdon just crunches Cam Sober there. Crunched. Julian says Perth are a complete joke. 2-1 to the 2-1 Mariners win tomorrow. I don't know if I'd say Perth are a joke. Remember, Perth have only played 7 games this season. Oh, dude, I feel for Perth. I feel for Perth more than anything, man. They've really copped it. They've really copped it, and they just haven't had a solid rhythm of games. And look, because of that, Mariners should win tomorrow. Mariners should be going in as favourites tomorrow. That's right, Heward Bell starting. Thomas Heward Bell starting over Redmayne. The correct decision, in my opinion, and from everyone else. I haven't seen anyone in the live chat say that Redmayne should have started. Haven't seen anyone say that Redmayne should have started. Victory fans came in numbers, says Costa. Victory fans came in numbers. Are you talking about the game tonight? He sends a lot of Victory fans to the game. Chuck says, I hope Sturridge scores. From what we've heard from Richard Garcia, I think it's unlikely that Sturridge is going to be involved in the squad. There's a few players, because they did get hit by COVID, and Sturridge was one of those players who had COVID, I think, last week. I think he was sounding doubtful on Sturridge. I mean, which is a shame for a lot of, fans here on the Central Coast that would have been, excited to see the Premier League player here. And if I'm correct, I think it's the only time Perth are playing at the Central Coast Stadium this season. I don't think they come back again. Heward Bell all the way, says Chuck. That's right. Western United on the attack now. Josh Risdon on the right. Gets the cross in. Flicked over the top by Wales. Donachie heads up. Wilkinson now still on. It's not cleared, dude. They can't clear it. Cam Sober's back there helping out now. Well, it's bouncing around so much. 3 or 4 headers from sky blue shirts. Now it's finally clear. Yeah, dude, everyone is soaked there. It's just bucketing. Very rainy night in Sydney. All right, so West United setting up an attack here once again from off the throw-in. Garuccio. Can't find a teammate. Ninkovic. Milos Ninkovic. We haven't seen the best of him this season. He's been underperforming a little bit by his very high standards. Still a classy player, of course. Of course. Oof, did that stay in? It didn't stay in. Wilkinson's pass goes out of play. Another throw in for Western in a good position. All right. Well, I can't remember who said that this match could be a 0-0, but you might be on the money. You might be on the money. Both teams playing very safe. You can see West United keeping the ball, and they've been pushed right back. You can see Sydney pressing them very high now. Trying to get out through Garuccio. That's a heavy touch. They want to keep the ball Western, but Sydney, look, they might crack the break here. Space on the right for Risdon if Imai chooses to use him. That was a terrible pass by Imai. Just tipped it out of play. Chuck says, I hope we re-sign Ninkovic. He's a legend. He is indeed a legend. The question is about his age. I think he's, 36 now, I think? 36? You know, how many big seasons does he have in him to give to Sydney FC? That's the question. Is he past his prime? Is he past his prime? Chuck says 0-0. Chuck said 0. There we go. Yeah, I think he might be on the money, man. Risdon on the right. Diamante's in space. Plenty of space in the box right now. Wales. Risdon. Western on the attack on the right-hand side. Prijovic at the far post. Garuccio's up there too. Connor Payne. Offside. Wow. I hate those offside calls that are like a short pass to a player who just happens to be in offside position. Just drifted off. Chuck says Lequire is an absolute beast. Most certainly. Most certainly. Sydney FC on the attack down the left-hand side. Oh, Bahagia. Oh, he goes down. He goes up, keeps going. Ball in the middle. Oh. The Fondra back heel goes wide. Was that a foul on Trent? Was that a foul on Trent? He went down, but he credit to him for that he kept it going. They utilised it. Risdon was way out of position. Ball played through for Bahagia. I don't think that was a foul. It was just they were both wrestling each other, hey. All good, Julian. Enjoy the rest of your night. Wrights in here. What's going on? Matt says, have to say I don't rate Ninkovic. Look, I mean, he was definitely a class player a couple seasons ago, but yeah, I think at the moment he's not what he used to be. Like when we think of, especially, I mean, if we just pick up this season, and you think of the top midfielders, like attacking midfielders in the league, Ninkovic isn't one that gets thrown around this season. And, you know, rightly so. He hasn't necessarily... Like, at times, he shows moments of class. I think in the Big Blue, he played pretty well a few weeks ago. But, yeah, man, like he's... At the moment, he's not really necessarily doing much. Right, says, surely that's a pen? I mean, maybe the fact that he kept... Maybe the fact that he kept going, maybe... affected the referee's decision. He got up, kept going, which I appreciate that honest play. Appreciate that honest play. Honesty, man. Appreciate that from the footballers. Julian's back in the live chat. What a return. Return of the King. The Lord of the Rings. One of the greatest films of all time. Anyway, Cam Sober's on the attack here for Sydney FC. He's got Bahagia to his right, and there's 6 Western players in front of him. So many defenders back for Western, man. Look at this. Look how many players they get back. Cross comes in from Grant. Risdon heads clear. Western will break again. Burgess fouls Diamante. So far, look, Western, like Sydney FC, getting in behind a couple times. When they can catch Western on the counter-attack. But to break them down just from regular play, I don't know, man. How good in the live chat, Julian says, I got an apple pie and ice cream. Let's go. What a combo. Dessert time, lads. Chuck responding to Matt about Ninkovic says he started really poorly for us, but has been great last few games. He's an A-League legend with a great career. Definitely another season in my eyes. Oh, definitely an A-League legend. There's no doubt about that. I mean, he's one of the greatest imports to ever play in the A-League. Right says, very sad that Joel King had to go. Yeah, I mean, well, disappointing for Sydney FC, but, great move for Joel King and for Australia, the national team. Because, yeah, man, bigger and better things for Joel King, yeah? Matt says, what a wasted opportunity by Elvis. All right. So a relatively even game so far as we approach the halfway point of the first half. Sydney FC probably having the better of the chances so far. Julian, I just noticed you subscribed a few minutes ago. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you guys are watching and maybe if this is your first time tuning into the channel, this is Coast Watch Football. We do a lot of A-League content here. I'm a Mariners fan, so do a lot of content about my team, the Central Coast Mariners. And regular videos, man. Multiple videos a week. Western almost getting in with a chance. So subscribe if you want to keep up to the A-League content, man. Previc in the box for Western. I liked his idea. He tried to chest it down for a teammate, but no one was there. Ninkovic picked it up instead. Connor Payne can get to this. Good race with Ryan Grant. Well done, Paolo Retre. Dude, fouls galore all over. You could call fouls for any... He didn't call any fouls. Did he call a foul for any of those? That was 2 fouls. 2 easy fouls. Retre got taken out, and then Lacroix into the back of... it must have been Bahagia, I believe. Are they calling those fouls? No, it's just a throw-in. Wow. Okay. Wow. Both lights are blue. One's got to be green. Dude, thanks for reminding me. I forgot to do that. The default color is blue. At halftime, or if there's a break in play, I'll go change it to green. Thanks for reminding me. So we can get the color scheme rocking, man. We can get the color scheme rocking. All right, quick play and pray. Let's change colors. There we go. How's that? How's that? Is that cool? Can you see that? Is that green? Yeah, that's green. That's green. There we go. Is that better now? Tell me if those lights look okay in the background, the coloured lights. Got the colour scheme rocking here. All right, Western United now. Got plenty of numbers in the opposition half. Space out on the right-hand side. You can see Ninkovic tucking really too centrally here. He's creating space for Risdon. Cross comes in for Western. Headed clear by Wilkinson. Alex Wilkinson, man. He's like a quiet achiever. We don't really talk about him when we talk about best A-League defenders. But he does the job most of the time. Most of the time. All good, Stephen. All good, Stephen. Hope your head's feeling better soon. Possession stats, 52% for Western, 48% for Sydney. Close stuff. Close stuff. All right, says Lacroix's giant as hell. Giant as hell. Yeah, dude, he's a beast, isn't he? Coastwatch, how do you spell your name? Lockie, whoever said it before spelled it correctly. Lachie. I think I can see Xander spelled it before. Lachie. Yeah. Should play basketball? Dude, he's tall enough. Lacroix's tall enough. He is a mountain of a man. Here we go. Rain still coming down in Cogra as Heward Bell takes a free kick. Look at that space. There's Josh Riston utilising the space. That's the only problem with Ninkovic playing on the left. Because he likes to come in centrally so often. If they can get the ball out to Riston quickly, as they did there. Space on the right. Ninkovic, I mean, you want him up the field, man. You don't want him tracking all the way back to the byline. Long ball here. It's in the path of Lafondra. Look at Lacroix. The pace of Lacroix. Oh, Lafondra's beat him out. Lafondra's beat him out. No foul. Play on. Lafondra in the box. Here's Burgess. Oh, what a block. Kilkenny. Lafondra over the bar. Incredible. That's incredible. Well, we're just talking about Leo Lacroix, the beast of a man that he is. And Adam Lafondra is like, nah. Lafondra didn't care. Lafondra didn't care. Look at this. The foot race. I was like, Lacroix, oh my goodness, what a man. To win that. And just, Lafondra's just like, nope, my ball. Oh, man. And that's just a lack of match experience in recent weeks for Lafondra. I reckon had he been regularly playing and stuff, a confident Lafondra would have gone for the shot. What is he doing? Cut in on the left and go for the shot. Go for that near post. Wow. What a chance, man. What a chance. Xander says, good crowd at the ground as well. Yeah, considering the weather, it looks like a nice little group of Sydney FC fans once again. Xander, I don't think you were here earlier for it, but we were talking about Sydney FC's new stadium, which they're going to be moving into next season. The new Sydney Football Stadium. I was saying, hopefully it sees a spike in attendance numbers for the Sky Blues, which it certainly could. Will you be starting the Unpopular Opinion series, asks Chuck. I'm definitely keen to do it. It's a really fun idea. And for those that don't know, the idea is for people to throw in, to comment their A-League Unpopular Opinions. And we'll do like a podcast segment for it or something. Here's Bahagia breaking through. Chance for Sydney. Lafondra in the middle. Cross comes in. It's behind. But here's Ninkovic. Off the post. Incredible. I think Jamie Young got a hand on that. They come forward again. Bahagia again. No, it's Grant on the right this time. Cleared away by Lustica. They've hit the woodwork now, Sydney FC. Ninkovic, what a chance. Burgess. Wow. Approaching our half an hour mark now, man. And goodness me, this is dramatic stuff, isn't it? Lafondra's in the box once again. Kilkenny's there to close him down. Cam Sobar. Lafondra now on the right-hand side. Good block up by Garuccio. Wow. Right says, what's the new stadium called, Lockie? The new Sydney... Well, I don't think have they got a name for it? Does anyone know if they got the name for it? I think at the moment they're just calling it Sydney Football Stadium still. I don't know if there's actually a name for it. Someone back me up if I'm mistaken. So close, says Jezeboy. You're right, man. So close for the Sky Blues. Really close stuff. Oh, they're having a drinks break. Are they having a drinks break? Are we having a drinks break? They're doing a drink. Why are they doing a drinks break? Why are they doing a drinks break? Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Cogra? Wow. It showed me Toyota. Where's Toyota? What's the temperature in Cogra, Sydney?
It's 19 degrees right now in Cogra.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having drinks breaks in 19 degrees and rainy weather at 8:16 p.m. at night. What? What? Look, no, look. If teams want to have drinks breaks, yeah, but come on, it's nighttime, it's rainy, it's 19 degrees. Nine, that like for Aussie summer, that's cold. That's cold for an Aussie summer, dude. Were they legitimately having a drinks break, or was I mistaken? Was there an injury or something? I apologize if I was mistaken, but they totally had a drinks break just then, right? Xander says it's cold, they're drinking hot chocolate. Maybe that's it. It's a drinks break to warm up. The opposite. Oh, my goodness. That was funny. Wollongong for the A-League. It would be good. Like, I think it'd be fantastic to have a team play out of that stadium. I visited that stadium round 2 when Mariners played Wellington Phoenix. Away day down there. And, yeah, great stadium. So close to the water. Bahaji strike. Ooh. Drinks are part of the rules now. I haven't seen. They didn't do a drinks break in the Phoenix Adelaide game, right? I don't think they did a drinks break in the Phoenix Adelaide game earlier today, when it was daytime, when it would have been warmer. Someone correct me if I'm mistaken. I don't think they did a drinks break in that game. In last night's game between City and Wanderers, no drinks break. It's a weird one. Julian says, I think Canberra United and Wollongong Wolves should be in the A-League. I think Canberra makes sense. I want to avoid, personally, I want to avoid another New South Wales team for a little while. Considering we already have 5 New South Wales teams. I think if the A-League has 5 New South Wales teams, we need at least 2 Queensland teams. It wouldn't make sense having 6 New South Wales teams and 1 Queensland team. Like, how weird would that be? Like, we've got 3 Victorian teams, and I think that's solid. And maybe down the line we could add 1 more. Good population in Victoria. But there needs to be a team we got to try Gold Coast again or something. I think there has to be another Queensland team real soon. We got to try there. We just got to expand it, man. And not just in New South Wales. There's obviously a really strong A-League hub in sort of this Sydney, Central Coast, New South Wales area. But yeah, that's my personal opinion when it comes to expansion. I know people might have different thoughts. I think Tasmania would be awesome too. A really unique location. Not many professional teams there. Obviously, the NBL went there this season with the Jack Jumpers. But yeah, Tassie team in A-League. Let's make it happen. And Canberra makes sense because there's already a women's team there. So I feel like if any team's going to happen, I feel like you're probably safe putting your money on Canberra United joining the men's competition. Here's Lafondra out wide for Sydney. Plays in a cross. Headed clear by Imai and now away by Risdon. So still Western for the majority of things able to deal with these crosses and passes into the box. It's good. It's good stuff. Maybe a Western Australia team? Maybe. I mean, again, I feel like I'd prefer a second Queensland team and Canberra and maybe Tassie first. I think just, I look at Perth's glory and you could do a similar thing with Adelaide United. I mean, unless they're like really like pushing like big crowds and there's a real sort of sense that there's like, that there's a big sort of supporter base in that city. Like, I don't get the sense there. To be fair, I haven't visited either of those cities. I haven't been there for an A-League away day. I'm talking about Adelaide and Perth. But, potentially down the line, yeah, for sure. Fortnite in here says, hey, man, there's been talk about a community shield type thing happening with the FFA Cup winner facing the A-League winner. Would this be a good idea? Yeah, why not? Why not? It wouldn't be like a big... Like, I know they do it in the UK with the English Premier League and the winner and the FA Cup winner. And it's not like a big competitive thing. It's just like a season opener. And I think that would be cool. Like, why not? Xander says Auckland is a good shout. I would like Auckland too. I think a second New Zealand team, just to really consolidate New Zealand as part of the A-Leagues. I think it would be good, but I can't see it happening for some reason, man. I don't know why. I just feel like all the rumors that we hear are always Australia-based clubs. Auckland is one that so many fans want. And I want too. That'd be awesome. Lacroix's going on a run, man. Lee Lacroix's going on a run. Oh, dude, imagine if he scored. Imagine if he scored that. Is it a yellow? Oh, it is a yellow. Oh, look at Diamante. Oh my God, he's going off. Diamante's going off right now. He's just been given a yellow, and Diamante is having a spray at the referee. Wow. Christchurch United. Wollongong Wolves, yeah. Wollongong Wolves will be a good one. Like you say, no. Did I ever say no? I want Wollongong, man. I want Wollongong, dude. I never said no to Wollongong. I said it before. I went to a Mariners away day down there in round 2. Fantastic stadium. Would love to see an A-League team down there. All right, here's Ryan Grant. Cam Soba. Looking to link up on the right-hand side. Again, Western, deal with it. Second half's going to be interesting, man. I'm telling you right now, I know we still have like 10-ish minutes left in this first half. Second half is going to be juicy, dude. You know, West United, as their legs start to tire in defense. You know, Bobo coming off the bench. Who else they got on the bench? Let's pull up the benches right now. With the personnel that they have on the benches, it's going to be a really fascinating second half. Oh, by the way, if you haven't liked this live stream already, please do so. It does help me out a whole lot. Good way to tell the algorithm what's good and what's not. Pano's in here, says, thoughts on tomorrow's game? Central Coast Mariners v Glory. I think Mariners should win it. Perth obviously had a few weeks off due to another COVID outbreak in the squad. And look, Mariners need a win. They think they'll be hungry for a win. We almost got it against MacArthur on Thursday. Got a long run of not a long run, but a successive away games, 3 successive away games after this home game. So Mariners really have to win. For Perth Glory, they've been struggling with their squad. They've still got some guys who will be out due to COVID still. So Mariners should win tomorrow. And of course, we're doing fan interviews tomorrow. So if you're heading to Central Coast Stadium tomorrow for the game, we're doing fan interviews after kickoff. So come down to the park outside the stadium after kickoff if you're heading to the game tomorrow. Should be good. Should be good. So get Chich on later for Bahagia, says Chuck. Oh, set play by Western. Josh Truson going for that long range strike. Gets blocked. Diamante, second phase. Heward Bell Clay. Heward Bell dropped it and then caught it. Sydney on the counter. This is where they're going to be quicker. That's where they're going to hit them, man. Just keep the Harger on the ball. Just send him loose. Just send him free. That's how they're going to grab the goal, man. Ninkovic to switch the play now to no one. Western, no. Sydney FC maintain possession. Sanders says, sometimes I wish we were Sydney fans so I could be a fan on fan interviews. Dude, I mean, is there a Sydney fans that do a similar thing? I know that JD does a lot of stuff for the club. Is there any like good fan content for Sydney FC? I know that Wanderers do some good stuff. Wanderers do like a fan interviews thing with RBTV. Does Sydney FC do that? I don't know. Oh, look, it's something that I'd be interested in doing in terms of just doing like a general A-League stuff if I was to go to other games. Obviously, myself being a Mariners fan, that's where my passions lie. Lockie, you like James Bond movies? Ambivalent. No real feelings. Don't mind them. Lockie, do you think Australian football will be more competitive if there's a second league and relegation battle? Yes, 100%. Like, I think that's without question that it would be more competitive. Actually doing it is a different question. Oh, long ball in from Sydney FC. Jamie Young claims. Okay, 5 minutes to go in this half. Is there a goal? Is there a goal to be scored? Maybe. Look, second division, we all want it. But I can't, it's the promotion relegation, I don't think it's something we're going to see anytime soon. I think it's going to be a long time until we see it. I think we will see it, but it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Xander, you should look at the Football State YouTube channel. Yeah, actually, yes. The Football State, who usually is in on these live watch-alongs. He could be at the game tonight. Oh, what a chance. Oh, that's a handball. Western United with a fantastic chance. I thought it struck his hand. I could be wrong. Connor O'Toole's hand. It was a great cross from, I'm pretty sure it was Diamante who crossed it in. Lockie Wales was coming at the far post. It might have actually been Garuccio with a cross. Western with a good chance there. Julian says second Australian division, getting rid of the salary cap, expanding the A-League would be the best possible step in the right direction for Australian football. Yes, I agree. To all of those things, of course. Shadow said Hamill might have just gave Victory the lead. Might have. So is it been checked? Is it got a VAR check on it or something? Matt says good attack from West United. Yeah, I mean they've looked good in attack too. I think Sydney FC still have been having the better quality of chances, but Western United, man, they're in this. They're in this. Sydney FC aren't dominating. I wouldn't go as far as to say that. There's no team that's dominating as of yet. It has been pretty even. It's probably been playing out as we expected. You know, really close, tight stuff. Western United overall structurally very good. Right says league would be so refreshing if there's promotion relegation. Oh yeah, it'd make it really interesting, wouldn't it? Really, really interesting. Here's Burgess now, chipping it in for Sydney. It's gonna. What is that, dude? It's a poor ball. Easy claim for Jamie Young. So Sydney FC's bench contains Ben Warland, Chris Talbot, Segchich, Redmayne, of course, Patrick Wood, Bobo, and Holman. So, look, a couple decent sort of young options to bring off the bench there. And, of course, the experience and impact of Bobo, who could be the man to turn the tide of this game. And then for Western, that's a pretty standard bench for Western. Thea Harris, Wenzel Hall, Stopper Stanley, Walter Stott, Rennie Kryn, who made his A-League debut last week against the Wanderers off the bench. Parias and Milanovic. So, I mean, I definitely expect Parias and Wenzel Halls to make an impact off the bench in the second half. Oh, Victory's potential goals ruled off by offside, says Shadow. There we go. FML says, good to see you, Coastwatch Football. Do you think Sturridge will play tomorrow? Sadly, I'm working and can't make it. Go Mariners. I'm feeling we will win comfortably. I hope so too, my friend. Sturridge, I think we're hearing from Richard Garcia, is unlikely to feature tomorrow, unfortunately. Wasted by Ninko. What are you watching the game on? It's available on free-to-air if you're in the states of New South Wales, Western Australia, and Queensland on Channel 10. If not, you can watch on Paramount+. And we are creeping ever so closer to halftime here. And at halftime, we can dive plenty more into more of these good A-League discussions we're having. You guys are asking good questions tonight about expansion and all that. Feel free if you've got any questions. Drop them in at halftime. We'll have a bit of a halftime discussion about that stuff as well. And, of course, about the game that we've seen so far, which has been very fascinating, we should say. So, is there a goal to be found in injury time? We've got 2 minutes of injury time here in the first half. Western on the front foot now. Garuccio. Lustica in for Payne. Kilkenny out for Garuccio. Good ball movement. Ben Garuccio with a right-footed cross with his weak foot, and it's very clear that was his weak foot. We're also going to make a halftime cup of tea, of course. If you guys this is your first live stream, we usually like to make a cup of tea at halftime, because that's how we do it here, man. That's how we do it here. Xander says, I think the more I think about Narsing bossing our wings, the more excited I get. I hope this dude plays soon. Yeah, man, it's going to be awesome. I don't think he's in the country yet, is he? I think they said he'll arrive within the next week. Yeah, man, it's going to be epic. He's going to provide so much. And Barbarousse is still to come back too. Like, there's already so many decent attacking players on the field right now for Sydney, and then you're gonna add Barbarousse and Narsing to that, man. What are you munching on? Peanut M&Ms. The greatest M&M. Less than a minute of injury time now. Western might look just to control this out. FML says, was watching on Mariners MacArthur recap. 100% agree with you on betting Kalolo has to improve big time. I like him, but maybe a change of position? Potentially. I think left wing is still his best position. I mean, with the qualities he has, his pace and everything. And at times he has played in good deliveries, especially in some of those early rounds. And when I think back to, especially that F3 Derby round 1, that was probably his best game, Benny Kalolo. But yeah, man, he was just really poor, I thought, when he came off the bench. As I thought Max Ballard had a bit of a weaker game as well against MacArthur. Aside from that, I mean, most players were Marco as well at times looking a little bit off, a little bit lacking confidence as well. So yeah, there's a few players who need to step up for the Mariners. And it's up to Monty now to decide what he does. As it's now halftime in this game, 0-0. 0-0. What do we make of it? What do we make of that first half? 0-0 between Sydney FC and Western United. A very fascinating game so far and plenty of talking points. Sydney FC, I would say, having the better of the chances. But look, Western United are in this game, man. Western United are in this game. Yeah, the question about Sydney's front four now, in terms of who do they line up with? When you have Lafondra's back, when Barbarouses is fit, and then they've got players who can play in the front positions. I mean, Bahagia, Cam Sober, Ninkovic, Caceres, Narsing, Barbarouses. Did I say Barbarouses? And then did I say Max Burgess? Patrick Wood. I think Patrick Wood's a class player too. So many players now. The depth there. And there's now, 3, 4, 5 teams now who have really like a high-quality attack in the A-League. I think Melbourne City still lead the way in terms of a high-profile attack. I think Victory's attack is fantastic as well. Sydney FC now that third team, for me, who have the best attack in the league. There's a 3, in no particular order. Those are the 3 best attacks. On paper, at least. Xena says, so much to choose from for us. Yeah, indeed. Shadow says, Brimmer just scored for Melbourne Victory, did he? Before half-time. Big goal. Breaking the deadlock down there in Melbourne. Jakey Brimmer, how about that? 47th minute. Looks like Victory have been bossing that game. 57% possession, 10 shots to Jets 3. And let's check the stats for this game, of course. And I imagine the possession's been pretty even. 54 for Sydney, 46 for Western. 8 shots for Sydney, only one of those on target. Of course, they did have one that hit the woodwork. And Western managing 5 shots, 2 on target as well. So, again, Sydney having more chances, but still easy stuff. Amini, yeah. No Amini tonight, unfortunately, for Sydney FC. No Amini, no Caceres, no Yazbek as well. Julian says, Lockie, I saw your music account when I was scrolling Reels, and you're talented, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Wright says, I feel we should change formation. Look, well, Sydney FC haven't changed formation since the Stone Age. Sydney FC have been playing a 4-2-2-2 since the dawn of time, and I can't see them changing anytime soon. But what do you feel like they should change to? And I have, you're not the first person to say that, right? I have seen comments from other people in the past saying that Sydney FC should try a different lineup. And I'd love to hear what you guys think. If Sydney FC were to tweak their setup, what would they go? What do you think they would do? What do you think they would do? I think with the personnel they got, it makes sense to play with those 2 number 10s, to play with 2 strikers. So much attacking firepower. I think it makes sense. Shadow says, yeah, Jets look off tonight. Chuck says, any idea what's going on in the Jets game? Well, according to Shadow, and we just checked earlier, I think it's just hitting halftime now. Jake Brimmer scored a late goal in the first half. So 1-0 to Victory. 1-0 to Victory. And Victory, according to the stats, are dominating things down there as well. 4-2-2, says FML. I assume you mean maybe 4-4-2. 4-4-2. Take off 2 players. Julian says clubs need to come together to get rid of the salary cap, sign players from Europe, and attract interest from fans abroad to watch the A-League. I think we have to focus here before maybe going worldwide. I think it's gonna be hard to. I mean, there is a bit of an overseas audience, but we really get to sort of consolidate. Like attendances are going down still at the moment, and we've got to work hard to make sure that there's passionate fan bases for all clubs. That's what we gotta make sure that we do. Shadow says, if Sydney changed their formation, I think they would use a 4-2-3-1 like they use with Arnold. Yeah. That could be cool. And if they did that, like I'd like to see Ninkovic played as the number 10 centrally. Again, just to sort of relieve him of any defensive duties. You know, play. You know, Burgess and Cam Sober out wide, or whether you play, you know, or Barbarouses Narsing. I mean, you got options there. And then of course you got your two. I mean, defensively, it's just the same. Hey, just the same. A 4-1-4-1 says right. That could be interesting as well. I don't know if they have the numbers in midfield for that. I feel like once Bratton comes back, potentially next season, they could do that. They'd have the Bratton as that holding midfielder, and then maybe have Ninkovic and Caceres playing through the middle, or Retre. And if two wide players and one attack, I guess you're sort of sacrificing an attacking player to play a 4-1-4-1. You know what I mean? Chuck says, Lockie, I hope Optus get the A-League rights. The recap shows and coverage would be brilliant. Yeah, I like Optus. I like Optus Sports stuff for all the stuff they do. Yeah. Premier League and the A-League do. Yeah, imagine that if they had the Premier League and A-League on the same service, which hasn't happened since the old Fox Sports days. Hypergang in here says, why not streaming the victory game? In my opinion, this is the much bigger game this weekend. And on top of that, it is free to wear in my state of New South Wales. But for me, this is, I mean, not just for tonight, but this is the game to watch for the round for me. Sydney Western, two top teams. Whereas I think we're all expecting Victory to get a reasonably comfortable win tonight against the Jets. Shadow says, I completely forgot Barbarousse still plays for Sydney. Yeah, I mean, because he's been injured for basically the entirety of this season almost now. Yeah. Stephen says Suncorp Stadium should have the A-League back. Yeah, I mean, I sort of don't mind that Brisbane are playing out of a small stadium, and I'm one of those people who like the whole small stadium thing. Like, I think, you know, the thing that I always say is, like, imagine, I mean, what's the average attendance in the A-League? Like, even if we just take maybe, like, say 8,000, which is pretty decent for the A-League. 8,000, imagine 8,000 fans in a 15,000 seat stadium, which is, you know, how much is Cooper's Stadium in Adelaide? Like 16,000, 18,000? But imagine 8,000 fans there compared to 8,000 fans at Suncorp, which is what, a 50,000 stadium. And it's a different atmosphere. So I think it'd be good for, you know, Brisbane to stick it out at Moreton Daily Stadium up there, where they play tomorrow night against Macarthur FC. And then once they build up, when they're really filling up that stadium, hopefully in years to come, then maybe score and move back to Suncorp. Hypergang says, for me, Victory game is on free-to-air. Yeah, in Victoria and South Australia, the Melbourne Victory game will be on free-to-air for Channel 10. Shadow says, Brisbane need a 20k seater stadium in Brisbane. Yeah, I know that because Dolphin Stadium, Moreton Daily Stadium, whatever you want to call it, it's in Redcliffe. And that's a bit of a trek from the city of Brisbane. Actually, let's find out right now. Hey, Siri. How long does it take to get from Brisbane City to Moreton Daily Stadium? 41 minutes. She didn't talk, but it says 41 minutes. Which is like, and how long would it take to get from the CBD to Cogra? Well, let's not include Cogra. Let's say the new Sydney Football Stadium. That very close. It's very close. It's not far at all from the Sydney CBD. So yeah. Closer to Brisbane would be good. Chuck says the problem with Paramount is the lack of coverage on the league. Interesting. What more? Oh, do you mean like more like sort of talk shows and stuff? Do you mean like more talk shows? Because I know in Optus Sport they do a lot of talk shows. Hey, whereas I assume that's what you mean. Because obviously, I mean, the coverage for the games, I mean, it's like as good as it gets, and they put up the replays and the mini matches and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it could be cool. It could be cool if they did do something more. Let's make that a halftime cup of tea. Let's boil that kettle. Let's get it going. So we're preparing for a big second half here. West United Sydney FC, as they're now showing on TV here, the Euro replay of the Jake Brimmer goal, scoring to open the scoring there in the Victory Jets game. Up to show player interviews which Paramount don't. Yeah, and look, I mean, and there's a big difference because we have to remember as well that Paramount Plus isn't a sports streaming service. It's another Netflix. It's another Disney Plus. It's another Stan. So it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird how we're trying to make it work on a platform like that. So I wish that maybe down the line where the Paramount Plus sort of separate the things a bit and create, because even to find the A-League, like sometimes you actually have to go type in, like get past all the TV shows and type in A-League to find your live games. It's kind of weird, you know? Kind of weird. Julian says it's more organized with Optus. It's all made for football and not shows like Paramount. Yeah, it's different stuff. Hey, different stuff. So, yeah, man. I just wish it was like that. Yeah. What type of tea is it? It says Todd Platinum. I love Todd Platinum. You've come into the chat. 2 questions, but 2 really good questions. Or 2 really good statements, rather. But with this one being a question, what type of tea is it? We're drinking chamomile tea. The best kind of tea. Let's make that tea. Well, very excited as well to be doing some, I can tell you guys right now, we're going to be doing some watch-alongs for the Mariners games coming, the away Mariners games that are happening real soon. 3 away games, I should say. So after Mariners play tomorrow night against Perth Glory, away games to Melbourne Victory, City and Adelaide. Keep an eye for those ones. Those are going to be the next watch-alongs we're doing in the coming weeks as well. Oh, question. I had a question for you guys. And I was going to put this up as like a little questionnaire here on YouTube, but what content things would you like to see more so on the channel? And when I say that, I mean like, you know, things like, do you want to see more like match day vlog stuff? Do you want to see more fan opinion stuff in interviews? Do you want to see more just more like specific discussion videos, like talking about specific teams or stuff that's going on and talking about that stuff? Like topic videos, as I like to refer to them as. Let me know. That was a question that I had. So do you want to see more on stadium stuff or anything? If you've got any particular suggestions here, we're obviously focusing on a lot of A-League content as well. Can't wait. Go Mariners. So good day. Yeah, Julian, I live on the Central Coast. Panda says, Lockie, if you could swap any player from the league to the Mariners starting 11, who would it be? Well, just picking the best player. Looking at the Mariners' weaknesses and maybe a player who we could sign to strengthen things. I'd probably bring Aidan O'Neill back. You know, he wasn't that great for us while he was here. But yeah, maybe Aidan O'Neill, just to strengthen midfield. Like, imagine Bozanic and O'Neill in midfield. It would be really strong. Matchday Vlogs says, Hyper Gang. Jezboy says, Matchday Vlog. Xander says, I want to see more Matchday Vlogs. Julian says, Matchday Vlogs. Going to the stadium and all that, fan interviews. FML says, predictions, maybe statistical videos. Love your stats that you include. Okay, so a few shouts to Matchday Vlogs. Sorry to hear that, football podcast. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, dude, the Matchday Vlogs, something I'm definitely keen to do more of. That's for sure. That's for sure. The real life content, if you like to call it, is a lot of fun to do. As we prepare for the second half in this game, about to get underway. Both teams are routed onto the field. We've got the tea. We've got the M&Ms, and we're ready to go. Here we go, second half. Let's get underway, lads, shall we? Sydney FC going to kick things off. Doesn't look like there's any changes, are there? I don't think there's any changes. Doesn't look like it to my eyes. Here we go. Who's going to be the team to break the deadlock in this second half? Will it be the home side with Lafondra and Cam Sober? Will it be Western? Will it be Western? Todd Platinum says, I'd appreciate more discussion and team analysis type videos. In my opinion, I've always followed the A-League, but I've never tried to properly follow it until I came across your channel. Appreciate that I've been the one to help you get into it. I want to see you come down to Sydney on April 2nd as Sydney versus MacArthur and interview me, Lamau. Because Jets are losing. Yeah, Jets are down, man. Jets are down. But it's always going to be a tough game, playing away to victory. I'll be good on camera after the nerves are gone, I swear. It's chill stuff. It's always chill stuff. M&M's need to sponsor you now. Dude, I eat them almost every live stream, but I promise I'm not sponsored. April 2nd. Is there a reason you picked out that one? Or is that like a game you're specifically going to, Xander? That's a while away, isn't it? It's almost 2 months away. No foul? Wow. No foul on Lafondra there. I thought Tomoki Umai came right into the back of Lafondra there. Right, says I was the same as Platinum. Good to hear you. Good to hear you guys' feedback. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Definitely going to see. We're definitely going to have more matchday vlogs coming throughout the rest of the season. Especially now that COVID's chilling out. So many games are getting postponed, man. I legit had stuff planned. And especially from a Mariners point of view, it postponed 4 consecutive games over that. Especially over that really exciting period too, over Christmas and New Year's. And just everything was like, bam, bam, postponed. So it's cool that games are going ahead now. Look at the muscle of the man holding off Trent Bahagia. Burgess in the middle of the park. I want to see Burgess getting the ball more, man. Give him the ball. Let him drive forward. Let him do something, you know? Yeah, sounds good, Harry. Went to Citrus early this season, but didn't find lucky. We were there, man. Come on, United. A-League champions. Not actually. Western United haven't won the A-League. What are some good Western United chants? Has anyone know any Western United chants? Cool. Maybe we should make some up. I was going to sing like a Western City Wanderers chant. I know all the Sydney FC chants. Not all of them, but I know some. Did you see the Jets might be getting new owners? I did, yeah. Interesting to see how it plays out. Should be good for them, man. Should be a good move for Newcastle. Mel says maybe include some stuff from the Loose Cannon Match Day magazine in your preview videos or something like that. We also would love to see more FIFA content. Yeah. I mean, we're doing a lot of FIFA content. We did a stream early today on Twitch. So doing a lot of FIFA content on Twitch, at Coastal Football on Twitch. All good, Harry. Enjoy the Jets game. Enjoy the Jets game. Always sing this. Yeah, dude. The Sydney FC chants just always get stuck in my head. Sydney FC. What do they say after that? That's all I got. We are Sydney. Boom. The famous Sydney FC. Boom. We're from the Harbour City. Boom. The boys in blue from Moore Park Road. We are Sydney. Oh, jeez. I almost spilled my water bottle. Anyway, we've got a football game to watch. Let's go Western. Let's go Western. Come on. I want to see more drive from Western as well, man. I want to see more adventure. Give us a game. Give us a game. Get Paris on there. Get some pacey players on there. Pre-kickoff hasn't seen much of the ball. Maybe Wenzel Halls will come on soon, maybe for him as well. Joshy Risdon, play him in. Risdon for the cross towards Pre-kickoff. Donachie heads clear. Garuccio to regather. Sydney on the back foot. Come on, Western. Come on, Western. Can you do a Sydney FC career mode on FIFA? Oh, look, I'm definitely open. We did a Mariners one on YouTube a few months back during pre-season. I'm definitely open to doing a career mode with another A team. Oh, great ball through for Wales. What is that? Come on, Lockie. He's a Central Coast lad, man. He's a Central Coast lad. And that's a poor cross. A quick ball forward. Oh, Lafondra almost getting on the end of that quick ball. That long ball. Good chance, though. Nice ball. Great pass from Risdon to find Wales. And that cross, that was poor. And look, you can see Diamante pointing. He had so much space in front of him. So much space in front of him. That's right. Central Coast Mariners fans singing Sydney FC chants. They just get stuck in my head, dude. I think because obviously they always bring us solid support every time they come up to Central Coast, and you always hear them. You always hear them. Always bring a really solid support. Burgess. Again, some of these passes. What's going on, man? And that's Burgess again. That's a few times now where some of his passes have just gone astray. Just gone astray. Cameron's in here. Says, hey, Lockie, never write Adelaide off. You're right. Absolutely right. They've done it again. They did it again, didn't they, at Adelaide? Leaving it late. But that's how they do it, and that's how they get it done. Hyper Gangsters, thoughts on Australia-Oman a couple weeks ago. Disappointing result. Don't get me started. Look, it's worrying signs for the Roos, and it's worrying signs for Graham Arnold specifically. But two massive games. I'm still optimistic that we qualify, man. I'm still optimistic. Big game against Japan next month. And Saudi Arabia, of course, too. Corner here for Sydney FC. First corner of the second half. Let's go. Shuck says Bobo o'clock. Is it Bobo o'clock already? I reckon we might see him soon. Maybe, does Lafondra have it in him to run out the whole game? Maybe not. He's still coming back. This is his first start in a while. Julian says, mate, it's absolutely pouring in Cogra. It looks like it, eh? It's just bucketing. It's just bucketing down there, eh? All good, Harry. Catch you later, mate. Ball down the wing for Risdon. Here's Weston on the counter. That's it. Through for Wales. That's a better cross, but O'Toole's there to clear. Lustica pulls it wide for Prijovic. He crosses the ball, or is it a shot? Again, a wayward pass. Oh, gee whiz. We're seeing a lack of quality in attack in these opening few minutes of the second half, aren't we? What is going on? What is going on? Yeah, man. Both teams already this half just breaking forward pretty well. Burgess before for Sydney, Previc just then for Western, just like had the chance to play the cross in. Didn't work out at all. Love that multitasking, Cameron. Got the stream open and the NRL All-Stars game. Jets scored. Newcastle scored. Newcastle equalised. Big goal for the Jets. Big goal for the Jets, man. Chuck says, City Coast Mariners need a marquee player if they're to really go all the way and live up to the height. Well, we don't really have the budget. We don't have the budget of the other teams to pay to pay a big player, unfortunately. Yeah, it's hard to attract. The biggest name that was sort of attracted recently is Louis Garcia, and that was, 5-6 years ago now. All right, throwing in a good position for Western. Diamante now. Again, not linking up. Ryan Grant's leading the counter-attack here for Sydney FC. Look at the space through the middle. Where's Kilkenny? Where's Lustica? Oh, Lustica's covering Risdon, who's out of position. Burgess just sells Risdon. Cross comes in over the head of Bahagia, and Previc is at left back to clean up. Great work for Previc. Look at him. He's going up the line now, combining with Connor Payne. Back for Previc once again. They're working their way down the left. Back again for Connor Payne. They're going the whole way. Connor Payne into the box. Back for Previc again. Lustica. Oh, it's a goal. Western have scored. Stephen Lustica. Super finish. What a goal. What a fantastic team goal by Western United. They're up 1-0. Has the referee called it back? Has it been given? I think it's been given, man. Western United are up. What could they possibly be checking? It looked all good to me. Looked all good to me. What a move. What a move from Western. Connor Payne squaring it up. Previc just tips it along. Is Lockie... Well, he's not offside. He's not offside. I think they're looking if Lockie Wales is impeding the view of Thomas Heward-Bell in the goals. I don't think Lockie Wales is offside, so you can't give that. So you can't pull that off offside. What do you guys say? Is Wales offside? Matt says offside. Chuck says fire out. Wright says VAR. Chuck says unbelievable. Thomas Heward-Bell complaining, saying Wales was in the road. If he's not offside, it's fine, isn't it? I think it's been given, man. I think it's been given. Wow. Look, they're definitely checking it. Of course, VAR having a look. It's been given. The goal stands. Western are up. What a move. What a move, too. I said it before. It all started with Previc at the left back position and just 1-2 with Connor Payne all the way into the box, and there's Lustica to finish it off. And what work rate from Stephen Lustica, who was covering Rory Risdon at right back from the phase before, to get up the other end of the pitch and to score a fantastic goal. It was a lovely strike. I think it's a fair goal, guys. I think it's a fair goal. I mean, Wales isn't offside. Lucky Wales isn't offside. He's in line with the defence. So it's a fair goal. Sydney FC right on the attack here and have a corner. Max Burgess to deliver. It's a good one. Oh, close. Very close. Headed clear. Retray wrestling. That's a yellow card. There has to be a yellow card for Retray, and it will be. Wow. Wright says Bobo now. Chuck says get in Bobo now. Julian says, what a finish. Absolute banger. Fantastic goal by Lustica. Fantastic goal. And we're hearing as well from the live chat, the victory are still 1-0 up because Newcastle's goal was ruled out as well due to offside. You can see they're showing the replay here. Wales clearly onside there. Clearly onside. Paolo Retray playing him onside. And Western United have the lead. This is what we wanted. This was my prediction. I knew, my expectation was Western United were going to hit the lead first. And then I'm still expecting Sydney to grab an equaliser late on. It could come late. But this game has just stepped up a notch I know it's been one goal. I know it's just one goal, but it's a big goal when you look at these two teams and how this match has been played so far. It's a big goal. It's a massive goal. Chuck says Western, they always get that lucky goal. They're going to go again here for a second. It's Diamante. Crosses in towards Wales. Oh, headed clear. Connor O'Toole putting his body on the line. As we steadily approach the hour mark of this game, Western United not backing off just yet. Sydney FC have to stay switched on here. Have to stay switched on here. But Western United have the lead in this game. It's a valuable lead. If this would be a massive win for Western, a massive win just to push themselves back towards the top of back to the top of the ladder, and further away from one of the challenges in Sydney FC. It would be a real statement, a real sign of intent for Western United. Really consolidate them as one of the top sides in the A-League this season. They have been so far, but this win would take it to another level. Diamante chips it in towards Prijovic. Here's Payne. Oh, well done. Well done by Alex Wilkinson to get himself in the way. He's had a decent game tonight, Alex Wilkinson, hasn't he? Very decent game. Jets have scored. We're hearing Jets have scored in the chat. Jets have scored. My prediction, I'm still calling 1-1 for this game. I think Sydney FC will find the late equaliser. They could find it here. Here's Bahagia on the right for the Sky Blues. Plays it back for Ninkovic. Milosh into the box. Lays it off for Bahagia. Cross comes in. Lacroix, too tall for Lafondra. Still there, no. No, it's cleared now. But Burgess. Connor O'Toole now for Sydney. Still looking for the chance. Cross comes in. Headed clear by MI. Risdon heads clear as well. It's desperate defending for Western. Wow. Wow. Still 3-1. Says Matt for Sydney. Still 3-1. Look, it could happen if they just flip things here. There's still plenty of time. Still half an hour. So much to go. This is really thrilling stuff. And we're hearing, yes, Jets have indeed scored. So it is 1-1. Wow. Jets have scored. Valentino Yule scoring for the Jets after they had one just allowed just moments before. Drama in both games. Here's Ryan Grant for Sydney FC. Cross comes in. Risdon there to head clear. The defensive displays by some of these Western United players, man. On the end of everything. Bobo is about to come on, ladies and gentlemen. Bobo is about to come on. We can see him warming up on the sideline. My prediction is coming on for Lafondra, who maybe just needs a terrible cross by O'Toole, man. Terrible cross. Straight out of play. Straight out of play. Here we go. Wright says, I'm a call Corica and say bring on Bobo. Well, your wish has been granted, right? Because it is happening. We are seeing Bobo about to come on. They're showing a replay. Lovely. What a goal from Lustica. And I think that's his third or fourth goal this season, Stephen Lustica. He might be Western's leading goal scorer. And Bobo has come onto the pitch now to replace Lafondra. Bobo has rescued a point for Sydney FC against against Victory in the Big Blue. And Bobo also, of course, scored the the winner rather, against Adelaide last week. Could he do it again here? Can he be the hero? Recent form suggests that he could be the man. He could be the man. It's all about Sydney FC providing him the creative players, providing him with an opportunity to find that equalising goal. Here we go. Bobo on for Lafondra. Shadow says Bobo has turned into Enrique, the super sub. Enrique, the king of the super subs. So yeah, it's a fair shout. Bobo is on. Chuck says Lustica's been good so far. Look, in my opinion, and we're seeing it with the goals that he's scoring, he's one of the more underrated midfielders in the league for sure. I think he's just so consistent and, again, doesn't really get noticed for his hard work. But his work rate, too. I mean, I said it before that goal. He was covering Risdon in the right-back position. And all of a sudden was there to score a fantastic goal at the other end of the pitch as Western counterattacked. Incredible. Bobo scored against the Mariners as well. He did indeed. Ryan Grant to deliver for Sydney towards Bobo. In my head's clear. Western back four has been resilient this whole game and have been playing well. But in towards Bobo again here, who nods it down for Ninkovic in the box. Is Ninkovic teeing it up now? Burgess, Max Burgess, 1-1. Sydney FC equalise. Max Burgess. Deadlock broken for Sydney FC. And oh my goodness, do we have a game on our hands? 1-1, Max Burgess. Max Burgess. Well, the cross comes in from Grant. Bobo heads it down. Ninkovic, so smart in the box, turns around, stays calm. Max Burgess gets around Lacroix and a fantastic finish. Fantastic finish. To play it past Jamie Young, and the Western defence has been breached. John Aloisi's back four has been breached. Literally seconds before that goal was scored, I was talking about how resilient this Western United defence has been. They have been breached. And the chat goes off. Wright says yes. Chuck says yes. The Sydney FC fans in the chat are celebrating. Celebrating. Still predicting 1-1? I am indeed. Sticking with 1-1. Sticking with 1-1. Oh, but honestly, anything could happen from here, even though my prediction is 1-1. Jezzaboy also said 1-1. Julian said, what a finish. Karen said, who said 3-1? Might be right. Who was it that said 3-1? Someone did say 3-1. I can't remember who it was. Like, I'd be surprised if Western do just completely fall apart. They don't do that. We have learned that this season. It would be very uncharacteristic if they just fell apart and Sydney tore them up. But what a game we have here. What a game. This rainy night in Cogra. It's been a fantastic match so far. Really tight stuff. Tight stuff in the first half. But I said it. I said the second half, man, was going to be really fascinating. Chuck says Burgess deserved it. Very good performance from him. Huge step up from him. Yeah, man. Whew. Furious George, you going to the Perth game? I am indeed. We're doing fan interviews at the Perth game, at Mariners Perth tomorrow. So if anyone's heading down to the Central Coast Stadium tomorrow night for the Mariners Perth game, come and meet us at the park outside the stadium. We're doing fan interviews. This is indeed a very important game, Chuck. Very important game for both sides. Ball comes in from Connor Payne for Western. Lockie Wales will regather. Lockie Wales gets around O'Toole here. Can't keep the ball in play. Can't keep the ball in play. This is... You just don't know, man. You just don't know. Like, any team could score. Any team could score. That's the exciting thing about when these close games. It comes to 1-1. Both teams get a taste for, for breaking the deadlock, for breaking the defense, for finding the back of the net. Shadow says, good goal by Burgess. Very, very well taken goal. Stay calm in the box there. Get around the defender. Finish calmly past Jamie Young. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff from Burgess. And Ninkovic too, just to set him up. The assist from Ninkovic was nice. Great build-up play overall from Sydney FC. 4 plays involved. Still 1-1 as well in the Victory Jets game. Apparently a red card for Brillante. Red card for Brillante in the 48th minute. So Victory down a man against the Jets, and Jets have a goal back. So 2 really exciting games. I'll of course be watching the replay for the Victory Jets game afterwards. Sydney FC. Come on, you boys in blue. Very composed finish by Burgess. Yes, you're right, Chuck. Very composed indeed. It's been a really tough battle so far for both teams. And I'm very fascinated to see how it plays out towards the end here. Approaching the 70th minute here, we'll surely see some changes coming for Western real soon. And they are summoning Dylan Perius right now. Both games seem great. Yeah, seems like it, eh? Both nicely balanced at 1-1 at the hour mark. Really nicely balanced. And that victory game, to see Josh Belante red carded. So victory downer, man, all of a sudden makes that game a little bit more interesting. So we'll be keeping one eye on the Jets victory game, because that could go either way now. Big chance for the Jets. Oh, wrestling in midfield, man. Committed challenges in this game. This is such an important game, man. Whoever wins this, if one of these teams can get the 3 points, it is massive. It really, really is at this time in the A League, where as we approach sort of the midway point almost. Heading there at least. Dylan Perius is going to come on for Western United here. It'll be interesting to see who he does replace. It will be Lockie Wales. So straight replacement on that right-hand side. Dylan Perius on for Lockie Wales on the right wing. Dylan Perius, a versatile player. Can play fullback, right wing, up front too. As they're showing a replay here on the Sydney game of the Jets goal. Valentino Yule, very nice little chip past Kalava to equalise things. Really nice goal from Yule. Very nice goal. Cameron's, there we go. Cameron's in the chat. Says Yule first touch chip over the keeper. What a goal. Yeah. Just seeing it on a replay now. Looked very nice. Very good finish. Would have loved to have seen it real time. Here's Ben Garuccio for Western United. They're in the final third here. Connor Payne. Sydney FC back in numbers though. Connor Payne can go back to Garuccio, who can deliver here. Right-footed cross. Perius can't direct his header. Goldwood. Chuck says, which A-League team do you think has the most fans in your videos? Ooh, well, probably Mariners, considering that there is a lot of Mariners content, so a lot of Mariners fans. But from what I see a lot of Sydney fans. I do see a lot of Adelaide fans. Sydney fans, Adelaide fans, Melbourne Victory fans. Those are the three that come to mind, to be honest. A few Brisbane fans as well. A few Perth fans. Oddly enough, barely see any Wanderers fans. Some City fans. A few Western United fans as well. I don't think I've ever seen a MacArthur fan in a video. A few Wellington fans as well. Oh, there's always been a few from at least a few clubs, but the main ones are Sydney and Victory for sure. Which is, I mean, they've got two massive fan bases anyway. Cross in for Sydney FC from Burgess. Connor O'Toole. Just trying to... Oh, Perius gets past Ninkovic. Here's Western on the counter-attack. It's Diamante. Can he feed it? Again, it's a good pass. Heward Bell came out, but Rattray had to clear it. It's a corner for Western. Again, good counter-attack there. Fast stuff. Dylan Perius. That's what you get with Dylan Perius on the field now. Driving at these tight defenders. Penalty to the Jets? Penalty to the Jets? Penalty to the Jets, are you saying? Drama in Melbourne. Mikkel Datsi scores. I'm trying to pull up my phone now. I'm trying to pull up the Paramount Plus stream for the other game now. But Jets up. Jets are in the lead. Oh my goodness, Becca Mikkel Datsi. That's massive for the Jets, man. Massive for the Jets. If Victory lose, then wow, we've got some big talking points coming out of this night. Today alone. Yes, we're seeing Mikkel Datsi has scored again. His 7th goal of the campaign. Equal top of the scoring charts in the A-League. Thomas Heward-Bell's just made a save here. I've just missed it. because we're trying to keep track of everything here. Beckham Mikuladze scored a 70th minute penalty against Victory. We've got two fantastic games going on here. Maybe we've got to do it. We've got to do a double watch along. We've got to do a double watch along. Maybe we should do that from Saturday nights. Get a multi-screen thing going on. Watch both games. I think that would be fun to do as well, hey? Here we go. Kilkenny whips the ball in. Here's Josh Riston. Oh, blocked. Driving shot still on. Chips it in. It's out of play. Wow. So Newcastle Jets are up 2-1 in the 72nd minute. Melbourne Victory with 10 men. Wow. My prediction, just so you know, my prediction for that Victory Jets game, I said 4-1. I said 4-1 Victory. Thought Victory were going to get back to winning ways. Newcastle Jets just struggling a little bit lately. Yeah, man. Lucas Moragas and O'Doherty coming on for the Jets as well, so they've got fresh legs. Chuck says, which A-League team do you think has the most fans overall? Melbourne Victory. Yeah, and that's I think that's like more of a fact than anything as well. I mean, they have the highest membership number. We're seeing the replay of the penalty here on the Sydney game. The replay of Beckham Mikuladze's penalty, and an easy one for the Georgian. Yeah, an easy one for the Georgian. You like that idea, FML? Yeah, I might do that, and that would be good too, because then we could double the people, you know, in the conversation here. We could be keeping you guys up to date to both games, and have like a sort of not just talking about one game, but we can sort of cover both. I might do that actually. We're thinking about this now. Would you guys be keen for that? Let me know. Would you rather just have all focus on one game, or with the double Saturday night games? Would you prefer? Would you be keen for the double watch along? I know some other channels. I know like Mark Goldbridge, who does a lot of Premier League stuff. He does that a lot. Where he'll watch a couple games if there's multiple games happening at the same time. So I'd be keen for that, man. Because at the moment we're missing. It's two fantastic games. We're missing it. So I almost feel like I want to, you know. So we might do that. We might make that a thing. Saturday night double watch-alongs with Coastwatch Football. That sounds like fun. Ooh, in their prime, North Terrace or RBB. Look, there was something about RBB in those first few seasons that was just so different. But for longevity, I mean, the Northern Terrace, Melbourne Victory's active support base has been so strong for so long. So it's a tricky one, man. They're both so strong, but you know, there's pros and cons to both. They're both fantastic, but Victory have survived for longer, whereas RBB, we've unfortunately seen their numbers go down, which is a shame. We for the league, we want to see a strong RBB, man. We want to see strong support. What are we saying? GR7 says, do both, mate. Chatter says, maybe try out the double header stream, see how you like it. Both would be really cool. See how you like it, says Cameron. Todd says, yeah, do both. Cool. Okay, good to see some positive reinforcement here. Mark Goldbridge is hilarious. He is a funny man, isn't he? Here it is for Western United. Connor Payne in the box. Chance for Western. Oh, no handball. Almost into the body of Ryan Grant. Well done, Cam Sober there. Sydney FC breaking away. Scary now. This game can end either way. Says, right, you are indeed right. SB4, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Have you been watching the game, SB4? Have you been catching the match? Or either match? Shadow says, Coastwatch Football doubleheader stream. Is that what we would call it? We need to find a cool name. Doubleheader stream? I feel like maybe that's too long. Double. A-League double. Doubleheader stream. We might do that, man. That'd be fun, man. That'd be fun. Got to do a Mariners career mode like Mike Goldberg. We did, dude. Yeah, we did 6 episodes of a Mariners career mode on the YouTube channel back during preseason. It's on the YouTube channel. And we're doing some more FIFA stuff on Twitch, at Coastwatch Football on Twitch. Shadow says, for real, I remember when Wanderers' first season, they had 10,000 people come to Newcastle for a game. It was insane. Oh, dude, I can vouch for that too, because when they came to Central Coast, they like filled up the entire like Eastern stand, almost the entire Eastern stand. It was insane. And I don't know if there was 10. It wouldn't have been 10K, but it would have been like 6K. I think it was incredible. That first season or two, the Wanderer support and active support, away support, was just next level. It's like it's something we hadn't seen, like in Australian football, let alone or even just Australian support. Yeah. SB4 says, been seeing a bit of Jets victory. Dude, that looks like it's been a good game too. Hey. Do I play Football Manager by any chance? Asked Shadow. I do get asked that a lot, and I don't. But I have been told that I should. But I've never actually played it. What's been happening in this game? It's been really tight. First half was tight. Sydney FC just having slightly, more chances. First half, second half has exploded into life a little bit more. And it was Western who opened the scoring first through a nice goal by Lustica on the counter-attack. And then Sydney FC finally broke the defense around that hour mark through Maxi Burgess. It's been a good game, and it's a massive game in terms of who's going to win it. Rather like as in whoever wins this game goes a long way to pushing them towards the top of the ladder. Shadow says, I can't wait for the F3 derby at Central Coast Stadium. It's the best away day. Yeah, man, F3 derbies are always good fun. Did a match day vlog for the F3 derby in round 1, heading up to Newcastle. That was a lot of fun. Risdon now for Western. Oh, it was going to fall here for Diamante in the box. Can't get a solid shot on. RBB stands for Red Black Block. Red Black Block, which is the Western Sydney Wanderers active support. Wisdom Pelican, which is the coolest name I've seen in this live chat tonight. Welcome, Wisdom Pelican. Score prediction, Central Coast Mariners, Perth Glory -1 all up the Glory. Look, Glory, I feel for them because they've been struggling at the moment, and with COVID hitting them recently, it's halted their rhythm of games. I think Mariners should win. Because of that, and Mariners need to get a win at home. Almost did it against MacArthur on Thursday. I think Mariners win 2-1. SB4 says Mariners will win 2-1 after conceding a worldie against Fornaroli. Look, the way it's been going, yeah, man. Fornaroli's going to score a worldie. Everyone scores a worldies against the Mariners. We're into the final 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Final 10 minutes. Shadow says this season it'll be Central Coast Mariners versus Jets Grand Final rematch of 2007-08. Wow. I would be surprised. Even as a Mariners fan, I'd be surprised if both teams made it to the Grand Final. That would be remarkable. Hey, here's the ball infield for Kilkenny, who teased it up for Diamante. Western United now finding space through Ben Garuccio, who has Cam Sober to deal with. Cam Sober's been getting back a lot this game. We've seen him back there a lot. Kilkenny looking to deliver. Do I like the James Bond movies? I don't mind them. Seems like your score prediction is happening, says Jack. Yeah. So far, earlier game today. Well, earlier game, I predicted 2-2 for the Phoenix Reds game, and it was 1-1. So in terms of results, I'm getting them right, but not score lines. I got last night's game right, 3-1. I called 3-1. Yeah, man. Sammy's in here, says, results are looking great for City. I'm happy with City now. Yeah, man, City are looking the real deal at the moment. Oh, Sydney FC are on the front foot. Ninkovic into the box. What is that? Who is he passing to? Man? Come on. Substitutions preparing to come on for both sides. Dylan Wenzel-Hall is going to come on for Western. For Privic. Dylan Wenzel-Hall's decent option to bring off the bench. And I think Talbot's going to come on for Sydney FC too. So there is Wenzel-Hall's up top now for Western. And it is going to be Talbot on for Bahagia. We'll be interested to see how Sydney FC approach this game now with Talbot onto the field in a more advanced role than we have seen him so far this season. We have seen him play right back, but it looks like Talbot will be patrolling that right-hand side now. Cam Sober through the middle. Here's Cam Sober driving forward for Sydney FC. Chips in towards Bobo. Head it goes wide. Wow. Bobo, the danger man, hasn't hit the target just yet. So more fresh legs on for both sides. Talbot. Chris Talbot on for that right wing position. Sammy says, should be Adelaide on Tuesday. Lecky's going to be elite by the end of the season. That's a fair prediction. I mean, Lecky's just improving game by game recently. 2 fantastic headers last night against Wanderers. Jack says the justice has been served. Bahaji has been rested. Matt says, that's why I don't rate Ninko. Look, yeah, as we were saying before, he certainly isn't the same player, hey? He isn't the same player that he used to be. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, people. Cam Sober looking to get into the box for Sydney FC. He keeps going. Lays it off for Burgess. Ninkovic. That's a shot. Oh, good save, Jamie Young. Great save, Jamie Young. Ninkovic was placing that, man. Not a lot of power onto it, but it forced a big save out of Jamie Young. Wow. Shadow says, you reckon this will be Ninko's last season? Ninkovic's last season, potentially. He's been top 5 best players for us, says Chuck. I think, yeah, Ninkovic is definitely top 5 best Sydney FC players of all time. Got to be. Burgess's corner for Sydney. Donachie's header goes wide. Whew. So I feel like if anyone is going to grab the winner, it's going to be Sky Blues. It's going to be the Sky Blues, man. Gonna be the Sky Blues. What a save, says Ryder. It was a lovely save. Lovely save. That's right, Steven. Central Coast Mariners tomorrow. Let's go. Need a big win, the Mariners, against Perth. Sydney FC looking to win it back high up the park. Diamante goes down. No foul? Diamante's not going to be happy with this referee, man. Not a lot of calls have gone his way. It's Ninkovic on the ball now. I think he's had a decent game, Ninkovic. He set up the goal. Ryan Grant chips it in towards Bobo, who looks like he was coming back from an offside position. He misses the ball anyway. Meant top 5 this season as well for Ninkovic. I think Sydney FC, I feel like their best players have been Caceres, Cam Sober, of course. Caceres, Cam Sober have been like their top 2. And then who else, man? I mean, those are the 2 that jumped out. Maybe Retre as well. Yeah, you could probably put Ninkovic in there. Yeah, if you're talking top 5, for sure, for this season. I don't see why not. Here's Chris Talbot for Sydney FC on the right wing. Paolo Retre. Milos Ninkovic. They're passing it around. They're knocking it around nicely here. Sydney FC looking to go down the left-hand side. Connor O'Toole. He needs to deliver a better cross. And again, he doesn't. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we missed Joel King. Connor O'Toole again, not for the first time tonight, with a poor cross. And it now allows Western United to come the other way. Diamante sends a crazy long ball looking for a Western United teammate. Sydney FC come away. Cameron says United are now 4th. Victory of 5th. The drama. The ladder drama, man. Jetson victory game still 2-1. It still is, dude. That's incredible. And Jets have a good record down there against Victory. Jets have won, I think, the last, 2 of the last 3 away to Victory? Or 3 of the last 4. They've got like a good record away to Victory. And they could do it again, man. They could do it again here. Jets are 5+ minutes, ish away from getting a win away to Melbourne Victory. And yes, the ladder's going to look very different. Very different. But our attention is here in Sydney, where there is not long to go at all. We're in the final stages of this one. How much injury time will we see? Maybe 4-5 minutes, maybe? Chuck meets top 5 players. Cam Sober, Caceres, Bobo, Ninkovic, Yazbek. Definitely not Retre. Milanovic and Rennie Krin coming on for Western United now. Some fresh legs. The second time we're seeing Rennie Krin in the A-League this season. Rennie Krin coming on for the goal scorer, Steven Lustica. And Milanovic coming on for Diamanti. The youngster Milanovic, who scored a goal for Western United a couple of weeks ago against against MacArthur. Solid shift from Steven Lustica. Again, a good shift from the midfielder. And here is Krin. Rennie Krin, the man that we want to see more of, man. Comes to the A-League with decent pedigree. The Slovenian international. Former international. Or maybe still is. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think he has played for Slovenia international level. Here's a free kick for Sydney FC delivered into the box. Updated lineups are on your screen now to show Rennie Krin and Milanovic on the field. In midfield for Western. Fresh legs. Ball comes in from Grant. Talbot's there. Chris Talbot in the box. Needs support. He finds Wilkinson. Milanovic clears. Wow. Wow. Newcastle admin tweeted 5 minutes left and we still lead. Admin starting to lose fingernails. How about that? Newcastle just holding on, eh? I'm keeping an eye on this live score here. Keeping on the live score. We'll pull it up, actually. I had the stream going before, didn't I, for that one as well. We're dual wielding here. We've got all the screens going. I've got 4 screens in front of me right now. We're trying to watch 2 games and keep it on the live chat. Again, thanks so much, guys, for joining me for this fantastic night of A-League football. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit like on this live stream to show your support. It's the best way to do it. And if you're not subscribed and you want to stick around to the A-League content, you can hit subscribe for regular videos, multiple videos a week on all things A-League and my team, such as Mariners, and so much more. So much more. Socceroo stuff as well. It's all good fun, and we're building a good community here, and I appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys and your time to watch the content, and appreciate it. Victory pushing for a late goal here. Keep it on both games now. Victory have a corner in the 89th minute. Still, of course, 10 men. We got 5 minutes of added time here, though, in Sydney. Sydney FC are shaping to chase this game, man, and to try and get the win here. Oh, Newcastle Jets are breaking, man. I'm keeping an eye on the other game. Newcastle Jets have got 3-on-1 here and can score a third. Oh, they've screwed it up. Newcastle Jets just screwed it up, the counter-attack. We're dual wielding. Todd coming in with a hashtag, it goes watch footy to 800 subs. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Julian says, top football this has been. It's been good stuff. Really good stuff. Here's Burgess for Sydney FC on the attack. Cutting. Goes across to the right. Ryan Grant with yet another cross. This one's blocked. Paris is there to clear it away. Will we see the 1-1 score prediction come true? Did we reach 900 subs? I didn't even see. Did we reach... 800 subs? I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I'll have to check later. But that's exciting if we did, man. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Coach Watch by far the best A-League channel. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. Here we go. Dylan Paris on the right-hand side. 2.5 minutes to go in this game. Could there be a dramatic late winner? Josh Risdon crosses the ball in. Decent ball. Wenzel Halls. Is that a handball? Is that a handball? It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Penalty for Western. Yellow card for Ryan Grant. Penalty for Western United. With barely a couple minutes to go. Incredible. Incredible drama. Dylan Wenzel Halls picked up the ball. He's going to take it. A handball by Ryan Grant. VAR, of course, will have a look. Cross comes in from Risdon initially. Wenzel Halls gets up for the header. Ryan Grant lifts himself up. Oh. I think... Oh, dude. They're checking it. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Penalty? No penalty? Penalty? No penalty? Todd says no way. Penalty or no penalty? What are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? Oh my goodness. I think they might overrule it, dude. It was very close. The header was like it was very close contact, you know? We're saying no. Can't believe this, says Jezza. VAR. Oh, they're definitely checking VAR. It definitely strikes his arm. It definitely strikes his arm. I don't think they can disagree with that. Actually it's high up. Referee's being called over to the screen to check. Referee's being called over to the screen to check. It looks high. It looks high up. But is that not handball? I don't think it is. If it's that high. Julian says pen. Wright says no chance. Julian says for sure pen. Already been a yellow. Says Matt. Dude, it's so hard to tell because it's sort of, it's like just up here. It's just below the shoulder if you want to get really technical. Just below the deltoids if you want to get into the anatomy of it. He did already get booked, Ryan Grant. You are right. I don't think that changes the fact. I mean, they can still overrule it, of course. I think they might overturn this, man. I think referee, by looking at this, might say no penalty. They're spending a lot of time. Oh, I think they might overrule this. Wright says no pen. Chuck says not even close. Todd says, come on, ref, no pen. Keeping it on the referee. He's stepping away from the monitor and... What is he saying? He's checked it. No penalty. No penalty. No penalty. Referee has checked it. And on the second look, no penalty. Sydney FC survive. And you imagine that yellow card is rescinded now for Ryan Grant, surely? Sydney FC survive. No yellow card. Referee's ruling out the yellow card there. He's showing the signal there. Wow. I think I have to agree with that decision, man. It was when it's high up on your shoulder like that. Any lower than yeah, for sure. But it was high enough up, whereas it was more of a shoulder than anywhere else on the limb, obviously. So, wow, fair play, ref, says Julian. Oh my gosh, you guys are freaking out, eh? Had my heart racing, said Todd. Justice, says Chuck. Phew, says Jezza. Wow, massive relief for Sydney FC. They're going to come the other way. Cam sober. No, Lacroix's there to deal with it. We are well past the injury time, but of course, plenty of time was spent looking at that decision. We're also 1 minute away from full time in the Jets' victory game, which is still 2-1 to the Jets. Here's Cam Sober into the box for Sydney FC. He's going to chip it back inside. Lacroix trying to clear. Connor Payne blocked by Talbot. Here's Bobo in the box. Sydney FC still going. Burgess. Oh, corner. Is there enough time? There's enough time. They're going to take it. They're going to take it. They're going to take it. Drama in both games here. Drama in both games. We're keeping an eye on all of the action. There's been a yellow card handed out to Willens or Halls for who knows what. Max Burgess to deliver yet another corner. Potentially the last kick of the game. Lacroix heads clear. The man Mountain heads clear. Burgess. Retray. Sends it back in. Far post. Garuccio. Talbot. Full time. Full time. Full time. Game over. Game over. Incredible. Incredible. Sydney FC 1. Western United 1. An epic game that lived up to his hype and almost had some did indeed have some very, very late drama. My goodness me. My goodness me. What a game. What a game. Wow. What do we make that? Right? Upset that they called full time. We had the ball. I mean, they were already really pushing it, eh? Wow. Wow. Gave me a heart attack, says right. Lacroix could save the Titanic, says Chuck. Look, monumental at the end there. Lacroix. to head it clear at the very end. He rose tallest above everyone. Cool prediction, says Julian. Yeah, no, I don't often get predictions right, but we got this one right. We got this one right, didn't we? 1-1, which was the prediction heading into this one. And ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing the result from Melbourne. Newcastle Jets have just defeated Melbourne Victory, the FA Cup champions, 2-1. Newcastle Jets have just won 2-1, so two massive results. Two monumental results. Let's have a look at what that does now to the ladder, because it's now looking very, very interesting. It's Melbourne City. This is a fantastic result if you're a Melbourne City fan across all the games, across both of games tonight. Because Melbourne City are now currently sitting. Western United, still go ahead. Sorry, that's my bad. Western United still go ahead with a point, but are only ahead by 1 point. Melbourne City level on games with them, just behind by 1 point. Sydney FC third place with 17 points. It's Adelaide United who were in fourth with 15. Victory dropped to fifth. MacArthur also level on 15 points in sixth place. Wow, man. Wellington Phoenix just 1 point out of the top 6 on 14 points. Wow. If Central Coast Mariners can win tomorrow, they will get above the Jets. That win from the Jets has taken them up to 8th. Well, man, this league is up and down. Teams are up and down. It's just so... every week is different. Every week is chaotic, man, which makes it so entertaining to watch, eh? Shadow says Jack Duncan made a huge save. Julian says, why couldn't they play bad when they versed us in the final? The Jets held on. They did indeed. Todd's yeah. Oh, dude, Todd, I'm just reading a comment. But this Saturday is proof that you have to do the doubleheader stream. I think so. I mean, imagine, dude. I mean, we'll keep an eye on it at the end, and I was freaking out. But I wish I'd done it from the start now. So keep an eye on it in future weekends if we start doing some Super Saturday doubleheader streams. Would be a lot of fun. So yeah, man. Yeah, man, I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially for tonight. It would have been epic because I was both games finished almost exactly at the same time. Then it was just epic stuff at the end for both games as well. Cameron says, seriously, any team can win the A-League this season. I agree, man. I mean, it's so open. I mean, like even Perth Glory, who are the bottom side of the competition, have still only played 7 games. Perth Glory have 5 games in hand on the likes of Adelaide United, Sydney FC. So if Perth get home to Western Australia and go on a run of winning games, they could make a push too. You know, man? Yeah. The league is so unpredictable this year so far, says Shadow. Yeah. You never know who's going to jump up and perform. But so far, Western United, this is a big result for them. I think Sydney FC will be disappointed that they couldn't find a winner there because they probably had the better chances in the end. And it would have been a massive 3 points for Sydney. But Western United, they'll take this, man. They'll take a draw in a very tough game against a good Sydney FC side who have been building some good form. Because Western United sitting pretty at the top of the ladder. How many monitors do you have? I've got, well, if you include I've got 2 screens, and I've got also a TV where I'm watching the game on. Wow. Chuck says, can you do an A-League goalkeeper ranking worst to best? Well, I don't think it's fair to include the goalkeepers that have only ever played maybe like 1 or 2 games. But some of the best ones have to be, I mean, like, just springing to mind. Philip Curtis has been fantastic. Tommy Glover's been superb. Some other Mark Birighitti, of course, fantastic as always for the Central Coast Mariners. There's so many. Even Perth, yeah, Julian, I was just saying that. Even Perth could win this season with so many games in hand. So, look, anything can happen. So, a fantastic night of A-League football tonight. And really, really exciting stuff. And yeah, as I mentioned, keep an eye on we might be doing some doubleheader streams in the future on Saturday nights. It's going to be fun. Steven says, where are Brisbane Roar on the A-League ladder? Brisbane Roar currently sitting second bottom. Still struggling a bit, Brisbane Roar. But look, they'll be hoping that they can get a win against the Bulls tomorrow night. Just the boy says 2-1 to the Mariners tomorrow. You heard it here first. I know, yeah, that's what I'm back into. 2-1 Mariners. Back in 2-1 Mariners as well. Guys, fantastic stuff this tonight. Keep an eye on YouTube on this Monday. this Monday. We've got 2 videos coming up Monday. One will be the round review, talking about all the action from this week in the A-League, round 14, as well as the fan interviews video from the Mariners-Perth game, which is happening tomorrow night. So we're having a chat with a lot of the Mariners fans at the game. That video is going to be coming out on Monday. So you're going to want to keep an eye out on Monday. If you've got work or school or whatever, as soon as you get home, pull up Coast Watch Football, check it out. There'll be 2 videos waiting for you. Fan interviews with the Mariners fans, as well as the round review. Check it out. There's so much going on, man. Wow. Brock's in here as well. Wow, 1-1. Dude, yeah, massive game. Massive game. Can you believe it? Just one said football podcast. What a turnaround. What a turnaround, eh? Keeping up for my podcast. Chuck says Brisbane have no chance. Julian also says 2-1 for the Mariners Perth game. Look, it looks like I've seen a lot of people predict that the same scoreline as well. Hey, oh, fantastic stuff, guys! I'm gonna jump off there and get some rest. It's been a really, really exciting night, and as always, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. If you haven't hit like, please do so. If you haven't hit subscribe, please consider doing so if you want to stick around for more A-League content. Have a fantastic night.